Hi, my name is Leah. My channel is Common Sense Mother. I wanted to talk to you all today about parenting without enough support. 'Cause this was something that kind of snuck up on me, in my journey as a mother. When we had our first child, I didn't really feel like I lacked support or anything. But then, without me realizing, some things had kind of changed by the time 3 years later that we had our second child. So what happened was that I do live. I did live near relatives. But when my son was born, my first child, my grandmother lived in the area. Both my parents lived in the area. My sister lived within driving distance. One of my other friends had a set of twins at the same time. And, of course, we only had one child. And I had made another video about how for me, I thought having two was a lot harder than having one. But by 3 years later, by the time we had our second child, without realizing it, I sort of had lost some of the support network that I had. My grandmother had moved out of the area, and my mother wasn't really available to help me with the new baby because she was taking care of my dad, who was really sick at the time. He ended up passing away when my daughter was 5 months. So I didn't really have my mother to support me a lot. My mother-in-law, came down to visit, but she lived pretty far away. She lives in Massachusetts. And I think my husband was going through sort of a really busy time at work right after our family leave, or his family leave, ended. And my sister had moved to California, and all my mother friends who live in this area all work full-time, whereas I work part-time, and I was essentially, a stay-at-home mom. I was at home almost all the time with my kids. So it was very different the second time around, and I just didn't feel like I had much in the way of a support network. Now, what can you do to sort of prevent that happening? Well, here are my suggestions. It depends on whether you actually do live near family, but if you do live near any friends or family, try to think of sort of untapped sources of help that you could have come. My aunt started coming down once a month from where she lives, which is about a half an hour away, to play with my older child, and that was really nice. And another thing that you can do is try to set up sort of support networks or things before you actually have either a child or a second or third child. And I didn't really do that enough because I didn't realize I needed it. It had been really different for me. Our circumstances had just been different when we had our first child, so I didn't really think to do that. So then I was stuck trying to do it when we had a newborn and I had all these other responsibilities and things going on. So I actually looked into joining a mom's group, a mom's club, but it didn't really work out because I had a 3-month-old, and I just couldn't. She would nap most of the time, and I just couldn't really get out and attend a lot of the events and things like that, and it was just so much harder to do various things that my older child might enjoy. So, but I don't know, if I'd sort of made the effort to sort of get some more support networks in place before my second child was born, it might have worked out better, but in retrospect, I probably should have done that. So I just wanted to let you know that, if you're thinking about getting pregnant, you are pregnant, that's something you might want to be doing more of. So like I said, I didn't really know that I would need that until then I needed it and I didn't have it. So just something to, make you think a little bit today. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so that you will be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks a lot. Bye.